Let's talk about the 4 vital questions for teachers and for principals. Let's talk about what matters most in education. And let's talk about you. The work that teachers do is very important and is very demanding, very meaningful and very challenging, and at its best can be extremely rewarding. Never before have schools been asked to do more than they are now. I'm Dr. Keen Babbage. I've been involved in education for 34 years. I've worked as a middle school teacher and a middle school administrator. I've worked as a high school teacher and a high school administrator. And even though you and I haven't met, we've had some similar experiences. I have some ideas about education that truly haven't changed much during those 34 years. One of them is that teachers are important people and deserve abundant support, along with principals and other educators. I don't have much use for philosophies and theories because the work that we do in schools, face-to-face with students, is so practical and so realistic. I'm also quite skeptical of mandated, bureaucratic, top-down reform efforts of education. Because so often, those plans just don't work. And they can interfere with what really needs to be done. And the people who work at schools are experts on knowing what really works in the classroom and throughout the school. I'm also very cautious about much professional development because I've heard from so many teachers who said, well, you sat there and what was said didn't apply to me. Well, now you and I get to team up for some outstanding personalized professional development. Here's a book that you're going to become the co-author of. 4 vital questions for teachers and principals. What are those questions? What is the most important goal for my school? Do I always do what matters most and works best? Why is this work so difficult? And what can I do about that reality? Am I always learning about my work and am I always improving? As you work with this book, you'll find those questions lead the way for you to explore your career, for you to explore what's working at your school, for you to explore what your school's most important goal is. Sometimes in education we just don't take the time to do. There's so many papers to grade, there's so many lessons to prepare, there's so many meetings to attend. But let's step back for a moment and think. This book is interactive. This is a book you and I are going to write together. During your years in college and during your time in graduate school, you've read a lot of books. You may have sat in that college or graduate school classroom and said to yourself, I could write a book just as good as this one that I'm reading. Now's your chance. This book is written with great optimism, with great hope, but also with great practicality and a great sense of realism. It's a book which you can reread and reread throughout your career. It is my hope that you're having an outstanding experience as a teacher, as a principal, or in another role as an educator. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Here's a chance to think about the work that you're doing that you can use throughout your career. You will emerge from this book with a renewal, with a greater sense of belief in education, with a greater sense of determination to make education work, and with a great sense of persistence so that you and your colleagues will prevail.